What's up, Sporkman family? It's your boy Sporkman, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're discussing whether or not Supreme Darkness is worth buying. Is it going to be a good set? And with this being the first set of the year, there's a lot to dive into, especially into this one. I will say, 2025 looks to be a really fun year of Yu-Gi-Oh! And after all these years of Yu-Gi-Oh! And all the years I've been into the game, it's still always nice and refreshing to say that, right? We're 7 days into the year, but it seems as though those 7 days into the year, there's just a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of optimism to look forward to, especially with we're getting structure deck for Blue Eyes. Again, a lot of people going really hyped and crazy for that. We're getting the video game next month. We're getting, Stampede Rarity Collection 4 in a few months. I don't know what we're putting in the tins. That's another discussion to have, but I digress. We always need reprints of things, but man, Supreme Darkness, the first set of the year. Let's talk about this one, right? So obviously we've seen in past sets that we've gotten support for older archetypes, right? And I think we've seen an algorithm, something that's been working for Konami, that like Six Samurais getting support in older sets. We're seeing now in this set Gladiator Beast getting some support, and it's nice to see that, right? Gladiator Beast in its heyday was pretty powerful. It's pretty good. So again, seeing its reappearance here now in 2025 with even more support, and I will say the support looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It does seem like it can make waves and definitely compete with the best of them, but not saying that it's the biggest, baddest deck. It's going to compete with Ryzeal. It's going to compete with Malice. All these, really high meta decks that perform really well. I will say, if there is a night that there's having a casual day, no meta decks, this is a deck that can definitely compete and do its thing. But I don't see it winning locals. I don't see it doing those things, but big events. But it's nice to see older archetypes getting some support. I think a lot of people appreciate that because again, it makes their deck a little bit stronger that they liked from back in the day. Again, now making it a little bit more current with some support here. And talking about some support, we got Evil Hero support in this one as well. The face of the actual set, right? So it's nice to see as well with GX Anniversary here in 2025. And again, a lot of people being Hero fans and Evil Hero fans in general. And the artworks, chef's kiss, beautiful in this one as well. Konami's been doing an incredible job these past few months with the artworks. And I will say, especially in the set, I've been looking at a lot of the artworks. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the artworks. I can't wait to collect some of these cards, whether I'm playing the deck or not. It's definitely something I'm going to definitely have in my binder because of how beautiful they've done with the artwork. Now, some other stuff to touch upon here. There's going to be an archetype called Argo Stars, which is going to be a continuous trap card type of deck. Also keep in mind, this will also raise the price of Soul Hat Rabbits. So for those that are thinking that they haven't invested or they want to invest, maybe time to invest in Soul Hat Rabbit. But yeah, it's a continuous trap deck, another fan favorite type of deck that people love, like Eldritch, like all these sets. So, or these, I should say, these trap decks. So, it's always fun to see more and more support for that type of continuous trap decks moving down the line, even here in 2025. Something to keep a note. We're getting more Sinful Spoils support. Yes, it took a little bit of a beating here in the previous ban list, but we're seeing a little bit of reappearance here, working in tangent with White Forest cards. Yes, White Forest cards. So can it compete? Can it return into the big scene here? We'll wait to see, but I will say this much. Konami has not given up on Sinful Spoils, and with it getting more support here in this set in 2025, we'll see what it can do. We'll compete with Mouse, we'll compete with Ryzen, we'll compete with these big bad decks. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Diabolic cards in this one as well. Keep note of that. We also have Ritual Reptile Monsters in this one that's getting a huge upgrade. So, nice to see reptiles getting a little upgrade here in this set. And I think this year will be a really heavy regarded reptile year, I think, because I think we're getting a lot of waves of support moving into this year for that. So should be fun to see where that goes. Dinosaurs, all that fun stuff as well. Now, something to keep note, we talked about Blue Eye Structure Deck quite, a lot on this channel, but Primite stuff has been going up from the recent set, right? From the previous set. And no surprise, we talked about it going up over time, and it has escalated to a new atmosphere in price. And we're going to see more Primite stuff in this set as well. So be aware that, get it early if you can, because those things tend to increase in price as we've seen from previous sets. And yes, it will work in tangent with the Blue Eye Structure deck really well. So you definitely want to get into that early. And I was not surprised about stuff that it's connecting with Blue Eyes to go up in price. Anything that is evolved around the Blue Eye Structure deck, that thing is going to wave up in the air really quickly in the market. So, don't be surprised about those things going up pretty fast. And, as I've been discussing this, I think you see the little, momentum of what I'm trying to say is that, yes, Supreme Darkness might be worth getting. Supreme Darkness might be worth picking up because there's a lot here to have. And I haven't even talked about the Molcharmi card in this one, right? Now, I'm not saying this Molcharmi card is going to be better than Fuella's, better than Pirelli, because I don't think it will. But again, we're getting more Molcharmi support. So again, I know a lot of people are very iffy about Molcharmi stuff, but there's more and more stuff from Molcharmi coming out. And yes, this one is more of a a tech type of card, so it depends on which type of scenario you want to put it in. Can it be used? Sure. I just don't see it being used as much as Fuella's and Pirelli if given the opportunity. But again, more Molcharmi support, so nice to see that as well. Ryziel, again, they're not stopping anytime soon. They're getting a little bit of wave of support here in a rank 4 XC monster called Twins of the Eclipse. It's going to be a really good XC monster, something to keep your eyes on, something to maybe get early, especially a card that could raise over time in price as well. Not to put too much market stuff into this video, but those are things to keep in mind, especially if you're looking to pick up cards early and not be broke going forward as well. Now, I'm calling this card the Wall of China. It's called Liberator Ito. It's a very good card. Pretty much, stopping your Ash Blossoms, your Dragoon, all that type of stuff. And it's a really good defense. And I will say, Liberator Ito is something to definitely keep in mind and look towards here in this set as well as a Ba Aku, the Lightless Shadow. It is a really, really good card, Link monster, that seems to be something that possibly could be in many extra decks moving forward as well. So keep that in mind moving forward. A card that may be worth picking up as well. Now, to end off this video, I will say I do believe Supreme Darkness will be worth getting. I don't see why it wouldn't be worth getting, especially with so much support in this one, so much older support, current support, meta support. And I haven't even mentioned Fiendsmith, by the way. I totally blanked on that one, but Fiendsmith support is getting a wave of support in this one as well. So I know we've seen some stuff slow down that engine, but it's still a good engine nonetheless. We've seen Engraver go up in price, back up from 60 to 90, so that's a telltale sign right there. But again, there's just so much to look forward to in this set, and I cannot wait for this set to come out in a few weeks. I definitely think it's worth picking up. I definitely think it's worth looking into some of the cards worth picking up at an early price tag, because I will say this much, it does seem like a set that could raise in value over time, and does seem like a set that has cards in it that could be raising in value pretty quickly, given the standpoint of the current landscape of the meta especially. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you like Supreme Darkness? Do you think this set is worth picking up? Do you like the cards in this set? Were you hoping for more? Let me know what you think. But from yours truly, Sparkman, we'll catch you next one. Please subscribe and comment, and peace out, YouTube.